Hey, what's up ladies and gents, SpoonyPizzas here, bringing you some EA FC 24 content, because with eFootball 2023 currently in the mud, I seriously doubt they're going to be able to rectify all the issues with eFootball 2024 being released on the 7th of September. That means it is probably still going to be a game that is not enjoyable. I'm not going to enjoy playing it, you're not going to enjoy watching me play it, and I want to turn my attention to EA FC 24 and try my hand at Ultimate Team. Now, with my pre-order bonus, which I will be live streaming, yes, live streaming on the 22nd of September. Note that date down, it is the 22nd of September. I am going to be able to pick a hero at random, and I'm going to run through just some of these heroes and give you my top 3 picks, who I would really want, and my reasons why. What I'm going to be doing is talking through some of the players that we're going to see. I'm not going to cover off the women's game because I'm not overly familiar. I do know who the good players are, but I don't know what their sort of standout traits are. So because I pre-ordered, it does mean I'm going to get a chance to hopefully get one of these legends, and I'm going to tell you the ones that I would be most looking forward to. So starting off, we have Gianluca Vialli, obviously a very phenomenal goal scorer in Italy, very prolific, then moved to Chelsea towards the end of his career, but you know, he's passed away. God bless his soul. But yeah, one of the real standouts. Always played on the last defender. He was always in and around the box. Very lethal. Definitely a very dangerous goal scorer to have. Then we have Carlos Tevez, who liked to sort of drop off the front, link in the play. Very skillful, tricky, good finisher as well. You know, he was like a right terror on the pitch. He would not stop running from the second the whistle blows till the end. Another like really nice player to have, especially, you know, with my Manchester United connections, and he obviously was at Manchester United with the likes of Ronaldo, Rooney, Berbatov. Going on down, we have Wesley Sneijder. I mean, he's probably still being linked with Manchester United, to be honest. He's always being linked, but a quality midfielder. Really creative. One of the best midfielders of his generation, and you know, he was always linked with the top clubs. But yeah, he's absolutely phenomenal. You know, really good for playing that killer pass. Then we have Lizarazu, quality French left back, absolute quality. Grew up watching this guy. Again, one of the best in the world at his position at the time. And yeah, for a left back, not a bad choice. Next up is Kano, I can't remember how to pronounce his name. Had a variety of different clubs, obviously played for Arsenal, then went on to play for Portsmouth, if I rightly remember. Very tricky on his feet for a big guy. He's really tall, but he was like really skillful with his feet. Very hard to get the ball off. Great player to watch. Really good, really fun. Moving on down, we obviously got Gulli. Haven't really seen this guy play all that much in real life, to be honest. From what I've heard, decent player in that attacking role, especially in on the right hand side. Next up is Jon Arisa. For me, he was always a little bit overrated. He had a wicked left foot. I mean, he could smash the ball. He could crack them. He could absolutely thunder them in from range. And that's really the only thing that really stood out. Liverpool fans may disagree, but I just thought wasn't the best left back in the world. Solid, reliable, good at getting forward. Thomas Rosicky, very tidy player for Arsenal. Very much in the likes of him and Santi Cazorla at the time. Their link-up play was absolutely amazing. And like here, so it says he's a conductor. I think that really does describe him really well as an ACM. So yeah, very nice player there. Next up is Paulo Futre. And I got to be honest, I'm not too sure about this player, so I'm not really going to comment much further on him. Next up is Dimitar Berbatov, who had a spell at Spurs and Manchester United. Like I said, he's a part of that front line of Rooney, Tevez, Ronaldo, and he looked so lazy on the pitch. He used to just stroll around, but when he got the ball at his feet, he could just produce some absolute magic. Very technical player, very good passer as well as a goal scorer. Always had loads of little tricky skills that he just put off when you least expect it, because he just used to like walk around and stroll around with the ball, but a joy to watch nevertheless. Next is Jari Litmanen, a very creative playmaker with a decent finish as well, but he could play that sort of through ball that not many other players could see. And moving on to Rui Costa, again, he's very similar, very creative, and he could just carve defenses open with that killer pass. He's definitely another player in that ACM. Lots of ACM players I've noticed in this pack. Next up is Vincent Kompany, an absolute stalwart defender, probably one of the best defenders in the world, and absolute solid for Man City. Next up is Steve McManaman for Liverpool and Real Madrid, of course, but for me, I obviously used to watch him a lot in the Premier League when he was sort of at Liverpool, and a very fast, tricky winger, sort of just could glide either way, go inside or outside, and you just never knew. I don't think he even knew when he was like going at defenders which way he was going to sort of jink in and out. Very creative player, and like I say, very good dribbler on the ball. Next up is Beasley, who used to play for PSV, and he had like this work rate that would not stop running and he was like up and down the wing. Very reliable, very quick. Moving on to the final player is Ramirez. So he played for Chelsea. It says the motor. That's what he was. He was literally the driving force and engine. Relentless pursuing of opponents and just effortlessly carrying the ball forward, as it says there. Honestly, he would be a very, very good CDM, and he's pretty much the only CDM in this pack. So there's a lot of ACMs. If I was to have anyone, obviously with the United connection, I'm not going to want Steven McManaman. I'm not going to want Vincent Kompany. I'm not going to want Jan Arisa. My bets would be Dimitar Berbatov, Tevez, Carlos Tevez, and Gianluca Vialli. I think those three would be my top 3 pick. Anyway, let me know down in the comments who you would want out of these packs, and let me know if you're going to tune in, because I will be streaming this live on the go live date of, I think it's September the 22nd, if I remember. I think it is. So yeah, be sure to stay tuned, and I will be bringing you a live stream of EA FC 24 and see what it's all about.